Welcome to my channel, The World Coin. Hello and welcome, coin lovers. This channel is dedicated to the fascinating world of coins from every corner of the globe. From ancient currency to modern mints, rare finds to everyday coins, we explore their history, design, and hidden stories. So subscribe now and join our growing community of coin collectors, history enthusiasts, and curious minds. Here coins top 5 cents. So let's get started. The 2008 Canada 5 cents coin, commonly called the Canadian nickel, is a modern circulation coin issued by the Royal Canadian Mint, and it carries with it more than 150 years of history, national symbolism, design tradition, and evolving minting technology. Although it is just a small denomination coin, the 2008 nickel represents a significant period in Canadian coinage, a time when the country had already transitioned into a new generation of coin manufacturing using multi-ply plated steel, reflecting changes in the economy, metal prices, and technological capabilities. The obverse of the 2008 nickel features Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Susanna Blunt in 2003. This portrait is unique because it shows the Queen without the royal crown, representing a modern, natural, simplified, and more personal image of the monarch, unlike earlier portraits where she wore different crowns. The inscription Elizabeth II d.G. Regina surrounds the portrait, meaning, Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen. The portrait used on the 2008 nickel was also used on Canadian coins from 2003 until her death in 2022, and it is admired for its realism and smooth engraving details. The obverse of the 2008 coin often shows light wear around the Queen's hair, cheek, and neckline, especially in circulation coins due to high-speed manufacturing and general use. The reverse of the coin carries the famous Canadian beaver design, originally created by G.E. Kruger Gray in 1937. The beaver is seated on a rock in flowing water. This reverse design is one of the longest-running coin designs in Canadian history and symbolizes Canadian identity, representing hard work, perseverance, natural wildlife, and the historic fur trade era, which played a huge role in shaping the early economy of Canada. Above the beaver is the denomination, 5 cents, and below it is the word, Canada, followed by the year 2008. This reverse design has only undergone small adjustments over the decades to improve clarity as minting technology improved. The shape of the beaver's tail, the detailing of the rock, the waves of water, and the small maple leaves in the design are all important identifying features for collectors who analyze strike sharpness. The metal composition of the 2008 Canada 5 cents coin is multi-ply nickel-plated steel. This means the coin has a steel core, coated with layers of nickel. This design replaced the older pure nickel coins because nickel became expensive, and using steel with plating allowed Canada to reduce minting costs while still maintaining the shiny appearance and durability associated with nickel. Because of the steel core, the 2008 nickel is magnetic, which makes it easy to identify compared to older non-magnetic or pure nickel versions. The coin weighs approximately 3.95 grams, has a diameter of 21.2 millimeters, and a thickness of around 1.7 millimeters. It has a plain edge, not reeded, which is consistent with all modern Canadian nickels. The coin's plating can sometimes show small imperfections, such as uneven shine or tiny spots, because plated steel can experience issues during mass production. The Royal Canadian Mint produced tens of millions of 2008 5-cent coins for circulation. The exact number is high because 2008 was a heavy production year as Canada was updating supply for new multi-ply plated coinage. In addition to regular circulation coins, the Mint also produced brilliant uncirculated BU coins for collector sets, specimen sets with satin-like finish, and proof coins with mirror-like fields. Specimen and proof versions of the 2008 5 cents have sharper details on the beaver, deeper frost on the Queen, and a stronger reflective contrast between the fields and devices, making them attractive to collectors even though they are not extremely rare. The 2008 nickel also has known error varieties and collectors love to check for them. Some of the popular errors include off-center strikes, where the design is shifted from the center due to misalignment, double die obverse DDO, or double die reverse DDR, where letters or parts of the beaver design show doubling, die cracks, which appear as raised lines, common near the beaver's tail or Queen's hairline, missing or weak plating, where the steel core becomes visible as darker or reddish spots, planchette flaws, such as lamination errors, clipped planchettes, which result from misfed blanks, and rotation errors, where the front and back designs are not perfectly aligned at 180 degrees. Serious errors of the 2008 nickel can be worth much more than regular coins. In terms of value, most 2008 Canada 5-cent coins found in circulation are worth 5 to 20 cents, depending on condition. A Sharp or BU coin can bring 50 cents to $1, while high-grade mint state examples, Mississippi 65 to Mississippi 67, can reach $2 to $10 depending on quality. Proof and specimen versions typically range from $3 to $10, and major errors can bring $10 to $100+, depending on rarity and collector demand. The historical importance of the 2008 nickel is tied to Canada's long journey from early silver half-dimes in the 1850s, to large nickel coins in the early 1900s, to the modern small nickel of today. The beaver design itself has become a cultural icon, and the multiply plated steel technology is a major milestone in Canadian minting history because it allowed the country to produce coins at lower cost during times when metal prices were rising. Collectors also appreciate that the 2008 nickel belongs to the era of Queen Elizabeth II's final portrait type, making it part of a significant period in Commonwealth numismatics. It also stands as a representative of Canada's environmental, technological, and economic modernity. Because 2008 is a modern year, the coin is not rare, but clean, shiny. Uncirculated examples are harder to find because nickel-plated steel coins often scratch easily. That is why collectors carefully store BU and proof 2008 nickels in holders to prevent surface damage. The coin is also interesting because it helps teach the transition between different metal compositions in Canadian coinage. Older collectors immediately notice the magnetic property and recognize it as part of the modern, steel era. In summary, the 2008 Canada 5-cents coin is a small but historically rich piece of currency that represents national identity through the beaver design, honors the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, showcases modern minting technology through its multiply plating, and provides a variety of collectible options for numismatists. It may not be rare, but it is an important part of Canada's coinage journey, especially for collectors who enjoy studying metal changes, mint errors, design evolution, and year-by-year varieties. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. A new coin story awaits you every next day.